for the serious gamer.
What's up everybody, it's MrR3d and I'm here with some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. Oh, what a big surprise there! And today I've got a little something different for y'all. I don't know what to call this and I'll get back to that later. But basically I have two different games and they're on the same map in the same mode. Well, that's pretty obvious. And I basically demonstrate the same tactics that I always run on this map. And I get a good score on both. Actually, I get similar kills and similar deaths, which is ironic. I wasn't even trying to do that. But it's basically to show you how to get a good score and play for the objective. It's kind of like a reinsurance plan when they sell your insurance. It's like, if you get sick, we're actually going to take care of you, even though we might raise your premium a lot. But the good thing I like about this is I win both times. As in, I win on the left side and the right side. Because winning makes me feel good. When you win, you get cookies, cake, and ice cream. But when you lose, you get cold chicken, and toilet paper that feels like sandpaper. And if you go to college, you will know what toilet paper that feels like sandpaper. It's not a really good feeling. It feels kind of rough. But anyway, going back to what I said earlier, I don't know what to call this series, so if anybody can come up with a good name for this series, something that's creative, not like the Adventures of MrR3d or I See Two Reds, something a little catchy to catch my eye, make me smile, then I'll be sure to give you credit and I think I'll go with that name. Smiley face. Alright, going back to this game. First thing, as you probably seen, I cap B as soon as possible. I cannot stress that enough. Capture B as soon as possible. If you let the team capture B, you will more than likely get spawn trapped, depending on your team. Now, I've gotten out of spawn traps rarely on this map. Rarely. I want to stress that, rarely, when it came to this. Usually I have two options. You can either run on the ground and pray that no one's watching, or you can keep trying to push up slowly towards B. But that tends to not really work in this kind of situation because it's not that very hard to spawn trap. As long as no one runs into that area, then you should be perfectly fine. As in perfectly fine as in perfectly dead, because you're going to be spawn trapped like crazy. And if someone has a sentry gun on the airplane, you guys are screwed. The only way you can go is underground. So just try not to let that happen to you. You don't even want to think about that. Just think about capping the flag. It's domination. And when you don't cap flags on domination, it's like playing team deathmatch and trying to plant the bomb. It doesn't make sense. So I like to hang out in this little mirror area when they have the A flag and just poke people out from here. It's a good vantage point. It's got a good cover there. I like getting there in the shade with my little hat. And I could watch to the sides by using claymores because I'm a little campy gee, or I just peek my head in, but usually people don't really make it through that way. And I save my predator missiles for when someone's capping C because I really don't trust my teammates themselves to get it. As sad as it is, some teammates just sit there and they go on Google or they look up Justin Bieber videos or what have you. I don't really know what they're doing. But I want to just sidetrack from that conversation just a slight bit. It's a MrR3d intermission. About Black Ops. Black Ops has 14 prestiges. I think that's really interesting. I plan on going there myself. Are y'all planning on going there? I don't know what the incentive is, but I'm kind of a complete freak. A little OCD about that. If I don't get everything, then I just like, oh my god, it's gonna bother me. I can't think when I study, and I'll just think about Call of Duty, and I'll fail on my classes, and I'll get fat, and then I'll cry, and no one wants to see a fat black guy. It's just like chocolate eating chocolate. It's not very cool. I think that so far from what I'm hearing about Black Ops, sounds pretty good and all, but it really is talking about customization. It's kind of making me worried because they're not really telling me too much about the gameplay. Now, don't get me wrong, I like customizing the characters as much as the next guy, but what does it matter if I'm getting noob tubed or RPG'd or just some kind of glitch that just gets exposed and it never gets patched or anything, or just maybe the networking problems or something. Because something I've noticed with the Call of Duty series, I've been playing since 4, which probably isn't as long as some people, but I'm sure other people's noticed this too. These games only last a year, outside of Call of Duty 4, of course. I mean, people went back to that because of this game, but generally speaking, these games only last a year. Every year, we buy a new game. Now, some games last a long time. You can play them throughout years and have fun and all that good stuff. Play with buddies like, yeah, man, we're playing Modern Warfare 2, man, you want to come over? And then some people are like, oh, I got Call of Duty 4, I'm just going to go back to that. I'm not saying that a year's worth of game isn't good, but it's just like, it's kind of like Madden, but for killing people. It's just weird. I don't really understand that. I think we should just try to push towards actually asking what's going on with gameplay. I know they're not replenishing equipment for scavenger and all that good stuff now. That's fine and dandy, but I still kind of worried about some game mechanics, you know? But enough of that Black Ops stuff in Modern Warfare 2, because this is Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops is coming out in a month. And be sure that I'm sure there's going to be an orgy amount of videos coming out where everyone can see with how it is. I mean, so for the people that get it on Christmas time and can afford it now or whatever has you, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that's going to come out with reviews to see how good the game actually is. So speaking of which, I think I'm going to be running UAV because when I first start games, I really suck. And I don't want to say, let me just point this out. Mr. Red was not always like this. I sometimes would just camp in the corner the whole match. At World at War, I'd go 10 and 10 and be happy with that. And that's when I very first started. But after a while, I just started getting my niches and learning routes and stuff like that. And then that's how I progressed in the game. I think that's the best way you can get good at this game is by trying new things, which is something I also want to talk about. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like after a while I just kind of run the same routes, and unless I switch up my guns, I just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. And that's not really good. You don't really learn too much stuff. I mean, this game's been out for like 11 months, so there really isn't too much for me left to be learned, but I just kind of wonder if I'm the only one who does that. Like, do you guys like have a set route that you run every time that you know is gonna work, or you know like you're gonna die, but you're gonna get like 6 kills from a Semtex grenade? I'm just kind of curious about that. But just jumping back into this, we're kind of winding back to this. I forgot to mention this earlier. On my M16 side, they switched the sides where they got the C flag now. And I like to hide in this hut as some guy tried to do a Tony Hawk snipe, or I don't know what he was doing. But I like to hide in this hut and just peek people out from there. Once again, if no one jumps in there, then it's free game. You can pretty much, it's all like all you can eat at McDonald's. And I don't know about you, but I do enjoy me some McDonald's. And there's really only 2 ways to come out, just the way as the other spawn, underground, or just slowly work yourself out. It's really kind of easier to work yourself out from there to A, in my opinion, simply because of the fact that the left side has like a bigger, this has like a tinier more window for you to escape through. But unfortunately, people can F and J through the little black walls that are kind of pointing off to the left side of the M16, so that's something to worry about. But anyway, we're kind of winding down to the end of this video. I always have tips at the bottom of these kind of videos just because I just ramble off like, whoa, what is Mr. Red talking about? All this malarkey and stuff. I came here for Modern Warfare 2, not for donuts and cookies. So let me know if you enjoy these types of videos. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Let me know what you think about it. And this is your boy, Mr. Red, signing out. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace.